Welcome, my friends, to the Hire Up podcast. My name is John Beck. Some of you may know me, as I may have worked with you in your organizations, and some, this might be the very first time that you hear me. So you may be wondering, well, hire up, that makes sense. I can take my organization to a higher level. Sounds good. But, who's this John Beck guy? Just to give you a little information about myself, I'm the president and CEO of an organization called the Assessment Company. We have been in business over 20 plus years. We service organizations from small numbers from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 employees, all the way to several thousands of employees. Provide what we feel to believe one of the breakthroughs in the human resource arena, and it's a method which is called occupational DNA. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that, and if you're not familiar with it or if you haven't heard of that process, I really wouldn't worry about it because that's going to be one of the topics that we're going to key in on this show, talking in depth about what is occupational DNA, understanding it, unlocking the code for your organization, the processes necessary to maximize your human capital. So from there, a little bit more show content and some things that we're going to be doing. We have assembled, and I'm very, very excited, we have assembled a great group of panel experts who are going to be reoccurring on the show. I'm not going to give you all their names now, but we have about 4 of them so far. And we're going to continue to add to that, but we have one of the foremost experts in assessment development, not only in the United States, but internationally as well, a highly recognized individual. We also have a behavioral safety specialist who I can't wait to have on the show because safety is such a critical component for not only industrial type businesses, but all businesses can benefit from being safer at work and kind of drilling down into those areas. We also will have in-house resident who is going to be our coach, talking about coaching, executive level coaching, not only from the executive level, but throughout the organization, one-on-one coaching and developing the organization's big strength. I can't wait for that. Those segments are going to be awesome. We also have a vice president of one of the largest industrial companies in America. He will be as well as a reoccurring guest, and he's really hands-on safety as the vice president of safety. Look forward to getting his insights and the trends of what's going on in the safety industry. So we'll be covering a wide range of topics. We'll have annual interviews, regular interviews, weekly interviews with different guests. We'll have our panel experts coming in. So I really feel that we're going to have a very informational type of program. We also will try to field questions maybe from the week before. So if you have particular questions or you would like to bring something up on a topic, you can go to www.hrhireup.com and submit your questions. And then what we'll do on the next episode, we'll review, talk about those questions and see if we can't get those answers for you and give you some really good feedback. So I'm really looking forward to an information-filled program. Hope everyone can bear with me and grow with me. I feel that this podcast business is going to be something that I'm going to kind of grow into. I'm not claiming to be an expert in this area, even though I did go through an intensive 4-week course that has really, I think, prepared me for it. Now I'm just trying to find my way. But the whole podcasting thing, and one of the reasons we elected to do the Hire Up podcast is because traditional media and contact methods are just so difficult. We're getting bombarded by emails. We're getting bombarded by videos. In fact, when you think of YouTube, YouTube has over 1.5 million minutes of new video being added monthly. And that number is just probably growing, exponentially as we speak. When you think of blogs, I've done blogging in the past, and if you talk to any web expert, they want to tell you, blogging's the way to go. Well, there's only 480 million. That's again 480 million active blogs going on a regular basis, and that's just English-speaking blogs. So you can imagine trying to get your content out, get your message out, or bring together a community of folks that can really huddle around the topic of that drives every business. And what drives every business is people. So we, really did a hard court press trying to find a medium that, number one, you can do while you're driving, cutting grass, cooking. Doesn't require FaceTime. In other words, when I say FaceTime, I'm talking about FaceTime in front of a computer or visually watching something, or you can just listen to the content on demand when you want it, the episode you want, the topic you may want. And podcasting was the way to go. I mean, we looked at every level, and as our team felt that the podcast avenue for us would be great. And so we decided to kind of head off into that direction, and we went off full press on it. In fact, I'm talking to you from our new corporate studio, which we're really proud of, and we'll be posting some photos of this online. We still have a few little minor things left to do. The studio is called Sharper Talk Studios, and that's Sharper Talk Studios. And you can be able to visit those studios virtually and in person if you wanted at www.sharpertalkmedia.com. And again, that's www.sharpertalkmedia.com. We're going to look at producing this show, which is the Higher Up podcast, and potentially down the road, maybe some other interesting topics that we feel that we can deliver some great content on demand. Traditionally around what drives business is people, the wide range of facets that we need to engage, retain, and develop, which is our most valuable, and I don't like to use the word our most valuable asset. People are not assets of a business, even though sometimes we feel that way. You look at an individual who's performing at a high level, and wow, what a great thing to have. But I don't like the term asset because it puts a ownership on someone, and that's not the case. So we'll have to come up with another term other than our most valuable asset. But maybe someone can ding me on a new cutting edge term that we can use. But I really feel that our people drive our organization. So whether you're a 1 or 2 person business or a business of several thousand, the Higher Up podcast is designed to be a strategic advantage that can help your organization go to a higher level. And you've heard me mention higher level, and that's our tagline here, higher level. Not only hiring and selection, but across the board, from a performance standpoint, from a retention standpoint. It's not just the fact of hiring someone who's going to stay in the organization. It's hiring someone or bringing on someone who's not only going to stay, but has that fit, that occupational DNA fit necessary to perform at that higher level. So we're going to have those topics of 360-degree feedback. We're going to talk about team building. We're going to discuss applicant management systems, tracking. A big topic we're going to discuss is what I like to call big data, the big data factor. A lot of times organizations put in different programs, but what's the ROI? How can we determine ROI and return on investment in some of the programs that are put in that organizations do? So we're going to talk about utility analysis. How do we get that ROI? How HR, human resource executives, get that seat, can have that seat in the C-suite, in the boardroom, and deliver value. And that human resources is not just a cost center that's costing an organization, but it is actually a profit center. And so we're going to really work hard to change that line of thinking in the C-suites. Anyway, I want to thank you for at least tuning in for a few minutes and hearing a little bit about our introductory of Higher Up, the podcast, and all about taking your business to a higher level. My name is John Beck, and I do look forward to speaking and working with you guys as we begin our journey. And that's really what it is. It's going to be a journey, an evolution, a development. The show is going to continue to change in the format, but it's going to be fun. We're going to make HR fun again, and we're going to enjoy what we're doing. So again, thank you so much. And remember, for more information on the podcast, and you can find us in iTunes, and don't forget to visit us at www.hrhireup.com and join our community. We'll be having the blog post there and information. And remember, everything you do can help take your organization to a higher level. Thank you for your time and have a great week.